All right, what's going on, guys? Opening day is in 2 days. Thought I would make a quick video just talking about just this Orioles in general. Really not much prep for this one at all. Just gonna talk kind of here. Um, Going back home tomorrow, driving back um, for opening day on Thursday. Pretty exciting next couple of days for me here. Got Product Hail Mary and IMAX tomorrow. I've already seen it a couple of times. If you haven't, but not in IMAX yet. We don't have any here. If you haven't seen it, please see it. It's so endearing and will probably make you want to go back to the movie theater. Um, yeah, this is as excited as I've ever been for a Baltimore season. I think rightfully so. As I'm going to talk about here, this roster is stacked. Considered making like a whole MLB prediction video or a like AL East prediction. I think this is just a little more natural for me, and then end up having time to hopefully next year. I've done stuff like that before, but obviously never filmed a podcast about it. Um, so yeah, I guess I'm just gonna go through this roster a little bit, maybe talk about how I would draw up the lineup and just expectations. So yeah, I guess we'll start with the rotation. Trevor Rogers obviously would have like a 1.4 ERA for most of last year. Was absurd. Came out of nowhere. If they could get him at like 75% as good as he was last year, if he could be like a three ERA guy, then they're in great shape. And if he could just, most importantly, just stay healthy all season and pitch a full season, that would be huge. Um, he's their opening day starter. Definitely not the best pitcher on the team. That would be Kyle Bradish. I've been high on Kyle Bradish since he was in the minors. And it's cool to be proven right. I think he could win a Cy Young this year. At least I think he'll be in contention all year. He's so good. He's gonna be so good. We will. I mean, he's so. Don't want to say underrated because like real baseball fans know how good he is, but for the general, the casual MLB fan, I think he's one of the more underrated players. Shane Baz, bit of a wild card, could be again, genuinely could be another Cy Young candidate. He has the stuff to do it. Disgusting curveball, really good fastball. Has to put it all together. Um, but you have three guys who could all be in Cy Young contention. This rotation is so much better than the general fan thinks right now. Seen a lot of hate on it. This is a really good rotation, man. Really excited to watch Shane Baz. One of the players I'm more excited to watch this year, just because if everything goes right, then it's gonna be pretty scary. Chris Bassett, Zach Eflin, guys that hopefully you know roughly what you're gonna get out of. Could eat a lot of innings. The four upper three ERA range will take from them as long as they can pitch a good amount of innings this year, stay healthy, which they have been able to do. Zach Eflin had the back thing recently, but should be basic. Everything is looking good for him. Yeah, Dean Kramer, who didn't make the team, which a lot of people, I mean, including me, were surprised about. But he'll be back up. There's no reason to have a six-man rotation right now, really, because they are off so many days in the first month or so. But he'll be back up. Probably would like to give Bradish some extra days rest just because the injury and did pitched only a couple starts last year. So you probably want to give Bradish some rest. Um, Bullpen, definitely the biggest question mark on the team. Obviously, I love been one of the best closers in baseball the last few years. Obviously was tipping pitches last year with the Mets, so that didn't go well. But I'm sure he'll be back to where the Orioles will figure that out and he'll be back to where he was. Wells will be awesome. He could be used as a long relief or like a high leverage guy. Either one. Wells is awesome. Keegan Aiken, I think he's got some injury. I've never been too high on Keegan Aiken. But always ends up with decent stats. So we'll see with him. And no, I mean, if you could get back anywhere close to where he was 2 years ago, what they're banking on, then it is very good. Dietrich ends. Hopefully, Rico Garcia showed a lot of flashes last year. Um, Kind of sucked in the World Baseball Classic. Not that that really matters, but Grant Wolfram, I know they're high on. Jackson Coward touches almost 100. Has been really good this spring. Should make the team. Geraldo, I don't know if he'll make the team. Roster should be out tomorrow. I don't really have too much to say about this bullpen. And then we will see Kittredge. He's gonna start on IL. Albert Suarez should make the team as a long relief or like a starter gets blown up, he needs to eat some innings type of guy. Um, yeah, guess we could talk about catcher room. It'll be Adley and Basayo. I'll talk about both of them more in a minute here. Don't know. M- Kobe Mayo will be the starting third baseman with Westberg obviously being hurt, and Westberg, he had to get an injection in his elbow. I don't know what's gonna happen there. He is so good, but he never hasn't been able to stay healthy. The plan I think is for him to come back in a few months and DH, but then I don't know how he's gonna DH with Basayo, and I don't know what's gonna happen there. But Mayo will be the starting third baseman. Had an awesome spring. Really excited about that. Defense has he's always scared me a bit at third, but been better this spring. And if he could hit, then who really cares? I guess. Um, Mountcastle, it's going to be tough to get him consistent at bats, especially with O'Neal. If O'Neal could hit, definitely been a trade candidate for a while. I'm surprised he is even still here. Like Mountcastle just doesn't really have a clear role. He's too good to be coming off the bench. I feel like consistently, like he could be a starter somewhere. Um, Pete Alonso, I mean, talk about him in a second here. Blaze Alexander is really cool. Jackson's highlight sounds like he won't be gone for injured for as long as we initially thought, so that's exciting. But I like Blaze. Everybody, again, including myself, was a little bit confused when they traded Cade Stroud for Blaze Alexander. I thought it was like, are they trading Holiday? What's going on? But Cade Stroud didn't even make that Diamondbacks team, so maybe they do know what they're talking about a little bit. Cade Stroud will be the everyday second baseman probably until Jackson Holiday gets back. Jeremiah Jackson's awesome. Um, just a utility guy. Hopefully he worked on his defense. I'm sure he's improved defensively. Um, Try to get some at bats here. He's always been able to hit. It's just such a talented team where it's tough. Luis Vasquez is injured, but he wouldn't have made the team anyway. Jose Barrio ain't making the team. Third base, already talked about Mayo. Don't need to talk about any of these guys. Shortstop, best player in baseball, Gunnar Henderson. Um, Left field, Taylor Ward, I'm excited about. Hit 30 home runs last year. Should be a good park for him to hit at. I mean, if it all goes well, then you know, Dylan Beavers, one of my favorite Oriole prospects, one of my favorite players. Hopefully, I'm hoping he'll be the everyday right fielder eventually. I know he's got some sort of injury as well right now, but they said he should be maybe good by opening day, or he won't miss long. He's not going to start opening day anyways, because obviously Tyler O'Neill has the home run streak. Um, but yeah, center fielder will be Cowser. Um, Definitely needs to step it up. Definitely needs to stop striking out so much. But yeah, Tavares will make the team as like a defensive replacement. O'Neal stay healthy, which is the biggest if. I mean, in at any player in baseball, but if he can stay healthy, he'll be awesome. Um, Kerstead had a really good spring and then jacked his hamstring up. Basayo, one of my favorite players. I mean, I've said that about a few players, but they really are. Basayo is, I think he'll win Rookie of the Year. I think Gunnar Henderson will win MVP. Basayo will win Rookie of the Year, or at least be in contention until the end. It's so tough to win MVP with Judge, but and there's some strong candidates in the AL as well for Rookie of the Year. But Basayo is so good. He's baby Jordan Alvarez. Um, I guess I could talk about my lineups now until we all get healthy or until Jackson Holiday gets back. I think first I just don't trust anybody to lead off really other than Gunner. I prefer Gunner two, Pete three. Pete three, Gunner two is gonna. You have to pitch to Gunner now. I mean, people are going to see how good he is. Got benched in the World Baseball Classic Championship. Don't need to talk about that, but pretty absurd. Um, yeah, this is probably what I would go with. Um, like Adley, really confident Adley will have a bounce back year. It's been a while since he's looked like Adley. Really trust him too this year. Really like Pete three. I think Pete is where he hits best out of. I think that's where you put your power guy. I know cleanup is like the whatever, but Pete sides better in the three hole. Um, and yeah, I will probably wanted to talk about more. So now I'm done talking about these players. There's the lineups right there. I guess I'll just talk about the AL East. This is the most stacked division probably of all time. Um, in baseball, I mean, there's four teams, what, in the top 10 to win the World Series, and Tampa Bay is always competitive at least. Definitely don't trust the Rays starters to pitch full. I mean, they're all coming off injuries, and I don't know how many of them have even pitched the full season before. But yeah, Red Sox, Blue Jays, Yankees, Orioles could all will win the World Series. I mean, they all. I think the Orioles probably, when they're all healthy, have the best lineup in baseball. Rotation is really, 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 really solid. Bullpen could be really, really, really solid. Um, yeah. Um, this was a pretty quick video here. Didn't want to make it too long. Just wanted to talk about it a little bit before opening day. I'll be making many more Oriole videos throughout the year. Just wanted to make a quick one here and say that the Orioles will win the World Series. And thank you for watching.